Hi everybody, it's Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts. How are you guys? I hope that you are doing well. I am so excited to be with you today for my live premiere on YouTube. This week we are using Encircled in Nature bundle, and it is a great bundle. It's another online exclusive bundle. Yes, I've kind of been on a online exclusive circus train or something. I don't know, but I've been doing one after the other. I just realized that I had all these great bundles and stamp sets, and I hadn't showed them to you yet. And we're getting brand new this month a bunch of bundles and stamp sets, and I wanted you to see what was still available from previous releases that I hadn't shown you. So I was getting them out of the way, I guess. Anyway, this bundle is pretty awesome because it covers all the seasons. It looks like it's very plain and probably not something that would catch your eye right away, but it is gorgeous. And I cannot stress enough how gorgeous it is. So yeah, let's do some announcements and then I'll show you the card we're going to be making today, which of course you've seen in the thumbnail of this video, but we'll get to that in a minute. This month of July is our bonus days, and you get to earn in order to redeem your coupons in the month of August. So for every $5 that you spend in my online store in the month of July, starting on the 3rd, you will get a $5 coupon. It will be automatically emailed to the email that you use to log into my online store, and then you will use those coupon codes to redeem, and there's no limit. You can use them all on one order and you can get some free stuff. So I hope that you guys will save up those coupon codes and use them for some freebies. I always love when bonus days rolls around. All right, let's talk about the online exclusives. This is the new release that came out on July the 3rd. You have this really beautiful Christmas bundle. It's actually a mega bundle suite. So you get designer series paper that's a specialty, which means it's foiled. And then there's a vellum specialty paper, which is, oh my gosh, stunning. You also get the golden greenery bundle, which is what was used on this card right here. And then you get the greetings of the season bundle, which was used on this card with a little bit of greenery from golden greenery. The greetings of the season bundle is a holiday word bundle, and it includes these fantastic tags. Who can't use tags at Christmas? And then, of course, these all complement. So the two together can make a fantastic tag ensemble. And then you have your very vanilla satin ribbon, your cherry cobbler and pearl adhesive backed berries. And then if you want to add another word set for all occasion, this is an add-on to this particular suite, and it is called Everyday Greetings. So it has anniversary and congratulations and birthday, hello and thinking of you and things like that. So I hope that you will check it out. That is available now. We also have another suite that is called Iconic Celebrations, and the reason that it's called Celebrations is the designer series paper encompasses Christmas, winter, there's plaid, there's stripes, there's snowflakes, there are stars and confetti, and you could do birthday with that, and there are fireworks, which could be New Year's Eve, or it can be one of the various holidays throughout the year. You also have champagne glasses, so what's better than that for anniversaries? There's hearts for Valentine's Day, and then there's fall, leaves, plaids, pumpkins. It's just amazing. And the bundle that goes with it is just as fun. You get a whole bunch of images for all of those different kinds of occasions. You get this really cool label, more narrow label, and then a shorter narrow label. And then, of course, some of these images are die cut out. It is a really fun suite. And with this bundle, you would get the pecan pie and clear ribboned adhesive back dots, and then the white frayed grosgrain ribbon. So that is something that is available, as well as this bundle here called Potions and Spells. It is amazing, and it is getting us started on some Halloween ideas, which I'm quite excited about. We also have the Life Changing Bundle, which is a hybrid embossing folder. If you don't know what that means, it means that it embosses the image and cuts it out at the same time. So those are always fun, and this one is absolutely gorgeous, so check that one out. There's a few other bundles and products available in this offering. You'll have to go to my online store and click on specials or what's new and go to online exclusives so that you can check it out. Another thing that you will get if you spend $50 in my online store in the month of July is my July tutorial bundle. I collaborate with a bunch of demonstrators, and this month of July we have brought you 42 projects, and it's always fun. And you never know what you're going to get. It's a variety of things, and it's always a good idea to check it out. Whether you have the bundles or stamp sets that they use, you can always substitute something else. It's just a plethora of ideas, and all you have to do is spend $50 in my online store. If you do it every month, you'll get a new one every single month. All right, so let's see what is next on my list. Oh, my Inky Hands crew. If you have not joined my membership, it is really a lot of fun. If you like getting a variety of ideas with the same bundle or stamp set, this is what is perfect for you. You'll get 2 extra videos with all the directions on how to make, measurements and the like, and detailed photos that no one else will have access to of my designs. You get those every single Friday in your inbox. They always go with the bundle or stamp set of the week. And in addition to the ones that I have for free on my channel, you will get 2 additional. It's a great way to support me if you're a hobby demonstrator and you've been getting ideas from me and using my ideas. I know that you can't purchase from me because you're purchasing from yourself, but it's a great way to give back. And you can join the membership. You can join for 1 month or 2 months, or it's, no obligation once you've joined. We'd love to have you be a part of it. And I do have testimonials up on my website about it. So check it out at inkyhandswarmhearts.com and then click and look for memberships. All the information is located there, and I'd be happy to answer any questions you may have if you email me. Locally, I do a event every other Saturday at a Mexican restaurant. It's at LS Tech in Virginia Beach, and it's from 12:30 to 3:30. For the month of July, we have one on the 13th. So this Saturday, I would love to see you. Please RSVP so I make sure I have enough spots for everyone, but I would love it if you came and brought a friend. Like I said, we meet every other Saturday, so it is always a great time. We usually get there at 12. That's the time the restaurant opens, and we'll eat, and then we'll start card making at 12:30. And you can come after that. You can come at 1 till 2 or whatever and make 1 or 2 cards. It doesn't matter. You can make as many or as little cards as you want. It's just a fun social time with other card makers. So I'd love to have you join us. All right, let's talk about the kits collection. So for the month of July, we have 2 new kits. We have the Garden of Thanks kit, which is the stamping kit of the month, and it is some gorgeous florals. You get 9 cards, 3 each of 3 designs. Only 2 are pictured here, but there are actually 3 designs. The other card is like a light bluish color, kind of like this color here from this floral leaf. That's the background. Absolutely gorgeous. It is a stamping set, so you would get a stamp set and an ink spot and all the good stuff that goes with that. And it is $23. And then we have our non-stamping one, which this one has 2 designs. You get 8 cards for each of 2 designs. A really fun one that you could do at a kids party and have all the kids make one, or you could have your kids make them to invite their friends to a party. All right, let's see. June's was the expression of kindness. It had 4 each of 2 designs. This one was the stamping kit in the month of June. And then for the month of June, we had a non-stamping kit that was a travel journal. And so it is really great if you want to put a trip in there of one of the travels that you may have taken. It's fun to always have mini books of those things, and it is available as well. I'm going to go back one more month. In May, we had our Hello Hollyhocks kit, which actually is quite beautiful. It's a non-stamping, $14, 9 cards, 3 each of 3 designs. And then City Sights, $21, 8 cards, 4 each of 2 designs. And if you like kits, how about getting a surprise kit every month in the mail? Paper Pumpkin is just that. You never know what you're going to get. It's usually themed for that season. And for the month of July, yesterday, oh my gosh, I realized I just did not show you the right one. Oh, leave it to me. This was over yesterday. What am I doing? Let me get you the current one. I do have it. I just have to put my hands on it. So sorry about that, guys. I do get distracted sometimes and lose track of time, you know. All right. Where are you? What did I do with the new box? It is called Time for Cake, and it is available for July 11th through August 10th. I'm looking for my paperwork. Oh, Lord, leave it to me to make a mess of things as usual. All right. Let's see. Here it is. Got it. Sorry about that. All right. So it is called Time for Cake. It's from July 11th until August the 10th. You will get 9 cards, 3 each of 3 designs. And the project includes printed card bases, coordinating envelopes and labels, embellishments, and rose gold card. The coordinating colors for this is Moody Mauve, Night of Navy, which is the Stampin' Spot, Petal Pink, Pecan Pie, Pretty in Pink, and Wild Wheat. And I think it's going to be a really fun a really fun kit, because you get that free additional stamp set. So who doesn't like that? Pretty cool. We all could use that type of stamp set, can't we? And when you subscribe to Paper Pumpkin, you're eligible to purchase the add-on, which is available for the July, August, and September kits. It's $12, and you get these 3 dies, which are pretty amazing. This one's called Every Celebration Die, and it is available for the 3rd quarter of this year. All right. I also have PDFs for sale in my online store, so check those out. I have my ones that I'm on my design team called Creativity Abounds, and then I have my paper piecing patterns. And starting next month, I will have some more Halloween ones, because I always start Halloween projects at some point in August so that you have time to make your Halloween. So I do have the past couple years of Halloween and Easter available in my paper piecing patterns if you are interested in that. So sorry about that Paper Pumpkin snag, but hey, I pulled it out. I knew I had it, I just forgot to swap out my paperwork. And if you don't have this year's annual catalog and you do not have a demonstrator, please reach out to me and let me know you need a catalog. I would love to send one to you. And even though today's stamp set is not located in the annual catalog, there is tons of inspiration in here. And from card sketches to easy to put together cards. We even have a color wheel in this issue, so you don't want to miss the annual catalog. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna make our card. So I call this card my Autumn Leaves Wreath Card. And I'm using my daughter's absolute favorite color, which is Blackberry Bliss. She loves this color. So every time I make a card in this color, I know she's gonna love it. And this card was no exception. She was pretty impressed with it. And it is fairly simple to put together. So I'm going to show you how to put this card together today. We have one of my loopy bows, which I'll show you how to make as well. They're super fun and a good addition to a card when you need a statement like you do on this one. And we're using the Encircled in Nature bundle. It has 11 stamps. And this is what I mean. It doesn't look like it's a very exciting stamp set when you see the stamp set, but the dies make it come alive. As always, the dies always steal the show, don't they? So this week I have made a card using the trees on Tuesday, and today I'm using some of the extra dies to make this really beautiful wreath. So I'll show you today, and if you want the other two projects, you will not want to miss them because they are amazing. You will get to see me use some of the other items in this bundle for those two projects. Let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to start with our base, which is our Blackberry Bliss cardstock. It's 8.5 by 5.5, and I've scored it at 4 1/4. And you always want to fold with the ribbed or the raised indentation up, not the indented, the raised portion. That will help so that your cardstock doesn't crack. So what you want to do is grab your corner, grab your other corner, hold that in place. You're going to take your bone folder, and there we go. I hope everybody is doing well. I know that I'm not live, I'm live streaming, but it is a premiere, so it's been pre-recorded. I do that on Thursdays, but I am with you in the chat, so feel free to leave me any questions that you have. I'll be in there rapidly chatting with all the rest of you. You'll be able to see me because it'll say Inky Hands Warm Hearts, and it'll be highlighted in yellow. And feel free to ask any questions that you may have of me or of this bundle. And don't forget to hit that thumbs up, leave some comments, share, and you can actually save this video for later if you want to watch it again. All right, so the next thing that we have here is we have another layer of Blackberry Bliss on top of that first layer. And so this second layer is a little bit smaller. It is 4 inches by 5 1/4, and it's actually going to be lifted up off the top with dimensionals, but I'm not going to do that yet. I'm actually going to move this out of the way, and we're going to start working on our wreath right here. So I'm going to put it so that you can see what I'm doing, and I'm going to bring the dies back out because I want you to be able to see what I have used to make this. So this die right here is the one that cuts out these beautiful leaf images. You can see that yellow one really well. So I cut 2 in yellow, which is Daffodil Delight, 2 in orange, our pumpkin pie, and 2 in brown, our pecan pie. And then that little peak of red that's popping out from the back, that's our back layer. I actually used the second wreath here that has all of these like florally berry-like pieces, and this is what I cut out in our red color, which is Poppy Parade. So those are the pieces that you'll need. And then the sentiment that I used is from our stamp set, and it says, "You mean so much to me." I love that sentiment. I think it's beautiful. And it's always nice to tell our loved ones how much we care about them. So we're gonna start with our Poppy Parade. So I've already die cut that out for you. And you wanna poke all of your little extra pieces out. There's not very many of them, but this is kind of a delicate die. So even when you're pulling it from the paper that you have cut it out from, you want to make sure that you're real careful so that none of these pieces get torn. All right, I'm gonna grab my silicone sheet. It's a mat, a craft mat. We're gonna flip this over, and I'm gonna use my wet adhesive. So we're gonna be adding our wet adhesive all the way around Just a small amount, just be gentle. And I'm gonna put it first on the ring all the way around here. See why I'm using the silicone mat? Because if any glue gets outside of the area, it's okay. This glue is very strong. Whether you use a tiny bit like I'm using here or you use a lot, it's going to stick very well. It's a pretty awesome adhesive, and I do enjoy using it for that reason. It really holds and binds my pieces. So once I've done that, I'm going to come around here and I'm just going to put little dabs on the berry-like pieces, and then we'll go ahead and attach this down. Almost there. Almost home free here. All right. I'm happy with that. So whenever I use wet adhesive, I don't like to get it on my fingers if I can help it. So I'm gonna pick that up with my tweezer. And we're gonna go ahead and attach our wreath kind of near the top, but not all the way up. We wanna leave some room. And it doesn't matter what section you put where. I'm just gonna barely put it down, and I'm gonna use my roller to cause it to bond with my cardstock. And by using my little, this is my adhesive roller, you can see all the wet adhesive on there. You can wipe it off or soak it. It'll come right off, or you can use a baby wipe to clean it. I love to use it because it really does help hold my pieces down. Now, you can see a few little white dots, but this glue does dry clear, so it won't be any issue. Now we're gonna start layering our leaves. And so okay guys, so there was a little problem with my video. So I am going to be piecing them together. So you're gonna get the pieced part. Hopefully it transitions well, and I apologize. So we've glued down our piece, and now we're gonna add our overlay. So we have 2 of every color, and we have die cut those. I'll show you the die in a second. Let me bring all of my little pieces out. We have 3 colors. We have Daffodil Delight, Pecan Pie, and Pumpkin Pie. And this is the die, which I've already shown you, I believe, in the last video that we used to cut those out. So they face each other like that. It's a really beautiful die. Look at how pretty and intricate it is. And we are gonna start gluing those down, and we're gonna attach them and overlay them over our Poppy Parade wreath. So the wreath gives us our guideline. I'm gonna move this over a little. We will start with, let me think. Let's start with a pecan pie. And all you're gonna do is just run down the center, kind of down this veining all the way to the bottom. Use your tweezer to grab your piece and then just attach it over the top. I'm gonna take a Daffodil Delight next, and we're just gonna work our way around our little wreath here. We're gonna overlap a few, but isn't it so pretty? I love these colors together. They're so beautiful. And basically we're just going to attach all of these down. So let's add this one, maybe right here in the middle. So pretty. Whoops, see? That little line of glue, it will stick. You just have to hold it for a second and give it a chance. I didn't give it a chance. Okay, onward, let's see. Let's add the orange at the bottom. Pumpkin pie. And we'll overlap here just slightly, maybe right there. And then we'll go with our pecan pie next. If you have any of the white glue showing, don't worry, when it dries, it does dry clear. So you don't have to worry about that. We'll add this one, maybe right here. I'm gonna kind of tuck a little, I think. There we go. And then our last color is our Daffodil Delight. And then we're gonna set this to the side for a little bit, and we're gonna work on our sentiment for the inside. All right, so I'm gonna set that to the side. I'm gonna grab a baby wipe here and clean off my silicone mat, because we will be using it a little differently. All right. So I have a strip of Blackberry Bliss, and we are gonna coat it with embossing powder or embossing buddy. It's a talcum, not really talcum, but it looks like it. It's a powder that you lay over the top just to keep static from getting on your project. Now that was a little heavy. I don't normally put that much. It was just pretty full. And I'm gonna just slightly wipe away some of it. All right, it's just a little powder. It just keeps the static from happening, okay? So we're gonna take our sentiment. I'm gonna do it twice because I wanna make sure that one of the two, I really like how it looks, and usually, sometimes it can take 2 times. Sometimes it turns out perfect the first time, you never know, but then you can't recreate it. So that way I have a second one for another card if they both turn out amazing. This was our Versamark ink. It's a watermarking ink, and you can see how you can see the background. I am gonna clean with my chamois the Versamark off of my stamp, but now we're going to put powder over the top. And so I keep my white powder in a container. And so I'm just gonna grab onto the edge here, and I'm gonna slide it in and get it to go over the top like that. Gonna make sure that we're covered. There we go. And now we are going to use a small brush if we have any residue. So I like to use a small paintbrush. And if I see any speckles, I like to remove them now, because if you heat them, they will attach onto your card. All right, so I've removed the ones I need to. Now comes heat gun to the rescue. And I'm just gonna get it started. It is a little noisy, so don't mind me. And I would like to use a tweezer to hold on, because once again, I don't want to burn my fingers, right? So, and I like to heat from underneath. So I'm gonna put my gun underneath, and you should be able to see it right there in the camera when it starts to melt. And it's a really cool process, actually, when it happens. Isn't that pretty? All right, on to this one. There it goes. It's almost like you can just see the little powder pieces turn into a solid. It's just really a cool effect. And both of these turned out actually quite nice. Just gonna give it a once over on the top and just make sure that we're good. All right, we'll turn off that heat gun, move that out of my way. I keep it off to the side, and let's go ahead and fussy cut our image. So I'm gonna separate these. I'm gonna put this one to the side. I only need one, so we'll start with this one. They both turned out actually rather well. I'm quite happy with them. So I'm coming around here and I'm just gonna outline. I decided to use Blackberry Bliss because I wanted the words to be the focal, and I wanted the outline that I'm fussy cutting like right now to be just to fade into the background. So that's why I used the same color as our card base. So it's just a trick that you can use so that you get really cool pop up from your sentiment when you do something similar to this. All right, let's come around this curve and finish this off. I want to make sure that we're good. All right, that looks pretty good to me. What do you guys think? So we're going to attach that with some dimensionals. So I will be using my minis, and then I will be using also some edge pieces. You guys know I like to fill in where I feel it's needed. I'm going to put one more here, I think. The rest will do edges. So the edge pieces, I have quite a few of them here. Let's try and finish this one up. All right, so we're going to just cut, I don't know, 4 or so little strips and pull them all off together. All right, so let's start putting them down on these little pieces where they will fit best. So I'm going to put one here, one here, and then one down on this side, and then we'll pull the backs off of everything. All right, so now it looks pretty good, I think. Let's stick these back together. I kind of lift them up and stick them all together to make them easy to find. All right, let's grab our Take Your Pick tool and peel the back. Whoops, that one. All right, let's go ahead and attach this onto our wreath. And then we're gonna attach it onto our card base. So I'm gonna put that in there. I'll bring it up to the camera so that you can see. See how it pops really nicely off of the edge there. So we're gonna flip this over. We're gonna get some regular size dimensionals, and I'll probably use 9. I like to make sure that it's very stable, and this should hold it quite nicely. I can't believe I got all of those, well, except for one off. Yeah, I got them all. All right, so we will attach this, make sure that our yep. So it's going to have a little border all the way around, but it will pop off. And then I'm going to teach you how to do your bow for the inside. I also need to trim us a inner liner. So let me do that. The inner liner is going to be 5 1/4 by 4. So let me grab that. I forgot to cut that ahead of time, so you guys get to watch me do that on camera. Not normally the way I do it, but you know, improvisation happens. All right, so I'm gonna put this aside. We'll use that in a minute. Let's do our bow. So I have about 20 inches of this ribbon. This is our silver and gold combo pack, or a combo trim pack, or something like that. So I have rather large hands, so you may want to use, if you have smaller hands than me, all 4 fingers, but I use 3, and I generally open my fingers a little bit. So see how I have a little bit hanging over the ring finger here? I'm going to hold it with my thumb, and I'm going to come around 1, 2. So now once you have 3 stripes on the front, you want to slide your fingers out, and then you want to cinch it in the center, okay? And then this piece here is going to come around, and I'm going to loop it through this middle piece. And then I'm just going to slowly pull, make sure it's in the center, and I'm going to hold it tight, and then I'm going to take the same piece, wrap it one more time, and cinch it one more time. Okay, so now we have a nice knot in the center, and then we have our cute little bow pieces. And then these can either, you can have them fall in or out. So I'm going to attach our bow to our wreath with a mini glue dot. So let's grab that and adhere it here. Make sure, oh, did I miss grabbing it? Yeah, it's here. I left it on the roll. I thought I had it, but I didn't. All right, let's see. There we go. So we're gonna attach that down here at the bottom. Isn't it pretty? It's just a really fun bow. And like I said, you can have these pieces out or in, however you want, but it makes a really fun bow. Now let's work on the inside. We're gonna take our white piece of basic white, the 4 by 5 1/4 that I just cut in front of you guys. We're going to take Blackberry Bliss. We're going to use this fun image. It's from the stamp set, and it's actually made to be on the side of the wreath where you use these dies right here to form all the way around the wreath. And I liked it on the inside. I thought it was pretty. Of course, whenever you use colors like Blackberry Bliss, they do dye your stamps, but I love me some pink, so I don't mind some pink stamps. All right, let's go ahead and add that inside. And hopefully this video turns out well, since I had to piece it together, but I think it will be fine. It may just be a slight transition, and I apologize if for it not being one video that I could have just gone with, but you know, things happen. Especially with technology, there always seems to be some new challenge, right? But I think it should be fine. I've pieced videos together before because this is not the first time I've forgotten to purge the videos from my phone and it got full. So there's the inside right there. And there's the outside. So now we're going to add our bling, and the embellishments that I am going to be using are those metallic neutral adhesive backed sequins, but they're metallic. You get the gold, you get the bronze, you get the silver, and you get this beautiful chocolate color. I'm going to use the gold. And let's go ahead and put 3 on our project. And there we go. So there are our sequins. You can add any embellishment you want, any color that you want. And these are really beautiful. I have linked them in the description if you don't own these. But there is our fun card. And I'm sure that this set might not have been one that you really thought anything about when you saw it in the online store. But the dies are absolutely gorgeous. The stamped images are beautiful, and I would love to have you join my Inky Hands crew membership and get these videos, the extra videos that I will do with this set, because you're gonna love everything that I've done with this set. And I can't wait to see you guys on Tuesday for my next live with a brand new bundle. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I appreciate you so much. And I just wanted to say thanks again. So you guys have a fantastic day, and I will see you on Tuesday. Have a fantastic weekend. This is Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts. Happy stamping!